Everyone in this arena has a money stake in one of our famous couples. Rooting section number 1 has its money on Jerry Stiller and Ann. Rooting section number 2 backs Bobby Van and Elaine Joyce. And rooting section number 3 is betting on Dick Codier and Barbara Stewart. As we play the game of celebrity gossip. Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy. Thank you. Welcome to Tattletales. Oh, we have a lively group here today, don't we? As you know, our studio audience is divided up into 3 sections, each one backing one of our celebrity couples up here. Every time one of our stars wins some money, it is divided among their rooting section. Now, we have 3 happily married couples up here. So the first thing we've done is to get them away from each other. Let's go in the back room and see how the boys are doing. Hello, fellas. How you doing? Hello. What are you doing? Carrying on back here?
Oh, we didn't do anything. We're not
watching you very carefully. We'll consign you to solitary confinement. You will not see or hear what we are doing out here. And you will say goodbye now. Goodbye, fellas.
Right.
I think that's where they belong, right? I'm never going to let them come back. I'm going to stay out here with you, lovelies. It's nice to have you. You're all coordinated in green and white. Isn't it? You look lovely. We'll come back with more of Tattletales and play our first round right after this message. Don't go away now.
When the A's took out.
Okay, we're ready for our first round of Tattletales. I have the ladies out here with me, where they belong. And let's see how the fellas are doing back there. Okay, how you doing?
We're here on time.
You're there. Okay, all ready to go?
Anytime.
Okay, now we're going to put some music on so you can't see or hear what we're doing out here. We'll get right back to you. Bye. Bye. I love the way they disappear. Okay, ladies, we're going to ask you some questions about your husbands and your lives together. When you have an answer you think your husband's going to recognize, we want you to push that button right in front of you. But you have to do it quickly because we'll only take one response. So who's ever first on the button, they get the answer. All right? Here is the first question. A kiss you especially remember. Okay, Barbara, you're first up, darling.
This kiss I remember because it was our very first kiss, and for some reason we exchanged chewing gum. Don't ask me why.
Well, maybe it was double mint or something.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Give us a one-word clue that's worth $100 or 2 words.
I gotta go with him this one. Gum.
Gum. Let's bring on the fellas. Shall we do that? Fellas, yeah, okay, we have asked the ladies a question. When you, what we want you to do is to sound that signal in front of you there. If you recognize your wife and can match her answer from this clue. Now, here's the question. The question is, a kiss you especially remember. And the clue is gum. All right, Richard, tell us all about it.
Well, we were doing a pilot together. We just kind of met and didn't know it was Mickey Shaughnessy was playing her husband, and I was just one of the fellas. And on some kind of crazy instinct, I kissed her on the set, not on the set, on the mouth. We were on the set. I'm sorry, the set. That's right.
Right. Okay.
And not her set, the set. So anyway, I kissed her, and when I did, she went boop, and just shoved a little bit of gum in my mouth. So I just chewed it and walked away, and that was it.
We go for that? Yes, absolutely. That's $100. Very good. Thank you. Okay, fellas, we'll come back to you in a moment. Here's the next question. The same question. A kiss you remember. Yes, Annie. Tell us a story, Annie.
Well, it was with Jerry. Does it have to be with Jerry?
No, but...
Well, you don't live with me. She says yes.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, I remember.
But he has to remember now. Remember.
You remember. Okay. Because I told him about it. I told him everything. Almost. Oh, what is he? No. Hey, here's what it is, quickly. I was in a play a long time ago. You're a very young girl. I was in a play with Jack Palance. and he kissed me. I had a cold sore, and every time he kissed me hard, this is disgusting, but it bled and it hurt, and I hated it. Cold sore.
Your clue is a two-word clue worth $50 called cold sore. Do you think?
No, I don't think you'll get it. I got cold sore.
Okay, that's what she wants to go. She wants to go with a two-word clue worth $50 called cold sore.
Yes.
Okay, let's bring on the fellas. Okay, fellas.
Yeah, it was a good one. Huh?
Yeah, it's a good one. We've asked the ladies a question now, so on your signal, if you recognize the answer, can match the story from this clue. The question is, a kiss you especially remember, and the clue is cold sore. Yes, sir. Okay, Jerry, tell us the whole story.
Well, I think it's been one cold sore. The whole life has been. Come on, I feel like I've been going dead end all my life. No, Anne has a thing called herpes complex.
No, it's simplex, but that's not the story. Tell me the story.
You know the story, Jerry?
Well, it has to do with Jack Palance. Before I knew any, a play called The Silver Tassie.
Who wants to hear? It's ancient history.
In the play, Jack Palance used to kiss Anne, and Anne very hard on the lips.
Yes.
And say in the business. And Anne,
What happened?
she bit him.
No.
I didn't tell that part.
Wasn't there?
Gave him a close off.
No, wait a minute.
Make me sound like typhoid Mary.
All right, you got the story. It was Jack Palance, right? Kissing her and she had a cold.
That's
Well,
it.
scored that. Okay. $50 there. All right. At this point, Elaine and Bobby haven't scored yet, but they will, I know.
Yes, you bet.
Ann and Jerry have $50. Barbara and Dick have $100. They're in the lead. Now we're going to play what we call a tattletale quickie. Each correct answer we get up here is worth $100. Okay, and everybody gets to play. Okay, here we go. Gentlemen, the question is for you, but don't give me the answer until I ask for it. Here's the question. Man, if your teenage daughter brought her boyfriend home and wanted him to share her room, would you say, honey, it's your decision? Or would you say, absolutely not? Okay, you got the picture now? Your teenage daughter brings a boyfriend home. What would you say, honey? It's your decision or absolutely not? Go away and think about it. We'll come right back to you. Okay, ladies, these questions are worth $100 a piece. Barbara, how do you think Dick would feel about that?
Oh, I know exactly how he feels. He's a terrific father, and he would say, honey, it's your decision. That's what he says to me all the time. Well, no, not about that, but I mean...
Oh, really?
No, I didn't mean...
Listen, what do you... Hey, you said your decision, right? Just be on it.
Hello, Bert.
What would you say? Would you say to your daughter if she brought home a teenage boyfriend, honey, it's your decision, or absolutely not?
No, I trust her. I'd say.
$100. Very nice. He's kissing you, Barbara. Yeah. You're a nice fella. Goodbye, Dick. Goodbye. Okay. Elaine, how about Bobby? What would he say? What would he say?
I don't know. We don't have any children. I don't know. Projecting.
Well, what you're really doing is getting what the kind of man he is. What do you think he would feel?
Okay, my group, do you want to say absolutely not? Is that it?
All right.
All right, you lose. It's not my fault.
Okay, you're going to go with your rooting section says to say absolutely
You
not.
say absolutely not.
Okay,
Okay, I'll say
all
he'll
right.
say
You're going to trust him. Let's see what happens. Bobby, what would you say to your daughter if she brought home a boyfriend? Would you say it's your decision, honey, or absolutely not?
Absolutely not.
That's it.
Oh, wait. It's not my house.
No.
I ain't got the room anyway.
It really is amazing. They know.
They
are
know.
really right.
They know.
Okay. Thank you, Bobby.
Good boy.
And how about Jerry? What's Jerry going to say? Would he say absolutely not? Or it's your decision, honey?
Well, I hope he'd say that. I mean, it would be another mouth to feed anyway. I think he'd say, I hope he'd say, absolutely not.
All right.
Support another teenager.
Let's bring on Jerry. Jerry, now you know the question. If your daughter brought home a teenage boyfriend, would you say it's your decision, honey, or would you say absolutely not?
Well, I feel very pleased that she to ask me that question, I'd say it's your decision, but you'd have to take the. I'd have to.
I'm sorry, you have to take the hinges off the door.
Take the hinges off.
I'm sorry, that's not what she said.
No, honey. I'm not that
Absolutely
ready.
not. Okay, that signal means it is halftime, and our score at this point is Ann and Jerry have $50, Elaine and Bobby have $100, and Barb and Dick are in the lead with $200. All right. To the rear, fellas to the front, and while we're turning around. As you know, our studio audience is sharing in the winnings of our celebrities up here. But let me tell you this: if your rooting section is backing the poll at the end of our show today, we will add a bonus of $1,000. All right, gentlemen, you're out here ready to go now.
Right.
You look terrific in place. I must tell you that.
Without those things.
Yeah, without the earphones. Let's bring in the ladies and see how they're doing back there. Ladies,
Yes.
are you all tuned in? Everything okay?
Yes.
Got your headphones on and everything?
Yes.
All right, we're going to cut you off now. We'll get back to you in just a minute. Bye. I love cut them off in the middle of the word. It's terrific.
It's great.
You mean they're gone. Okay. Fellas, I'm going to ask you questions about your wives and your lives together. When you think you have an answer your wife is going to recognize, press that button right in front of you, but do it quickly. I'll only take the first response. Okay. Here's the first question. An incident with the police. Something that had someone in. Jerry. All right, Jerry. Tell us the story, Jerry.
The story. Well, it happened to a very famous lady today who plays Maud, the author. Annie and B were in a play called Ulysses in Nighttown with Zero Mostel. B said when this goes back some years, come home with me because Gene, her husband, Gene Sex, was not home. We got home and her house was robbed.
Whose house was that?
B's house was robbed. We walked in right after the robbery. She said, stick around until the police came. And we called the police, and they came. And they finally, and they wouldn't leave.
The police wouldn't leave?
They wanted that because they liked B and Ann.
Sat around, had a few drinks.
We had their own series.
All right, now what I need from you is one word clue that's worth $100 or one word clue worth $50.
Maud.
Oh, no, wait a minute. We can't do that. We can't use the proper names.
We can't use. Wait. All right. Wait. No, it's not right.
We can't use the name.
Okay. The show.
Come on, we have to have a clue.
All right. Let's make it fingerprints because the police are looking for fingerprints. Robbery.
Robbery? Okay. You want to go with robbery, Jerry?
Let's. Yes. Robbery.
All right, one word clue. All right, let's go. Go with robbery. Okay, let's bring in the ladies. Ladies, we have asked the fellas a question. We want you to sound that signal in front of you when you think you recognize your husband. You can match his answer from this clue. Here's the question. The question is, an incident with the police. And the clue is robbery. Robbery. Okay. Elaine, tell us about it.
I'm interested.
Well, there was a time with the robbery with the police when the lady next door, we had just taken her to dinner, and she came, we went to bed, and it was like 2 a.m. She came screaming and banging on the doors and saying, I've been robbed. We called the police, we were running out there in our nightgowns and everything like that, and they started looking at us like we were crazy.
That's a fascinating story.
I'm sorry.
Does that sound familiar to you, Ann, at all? An incident with the police? And...
Oh, at the Arthur's house.
Yeah. That's the one we were looking for. Too bad. Sorry about that. All right, ladies. Sit tight. We'll be right back to you. Okay, fellas.
Nice story, honey.
Next question. Okay. What she likes when she wakes up in the morning. Okay, Bobby, that's the question. What she likes when she wakes up in the morning, and I can't wait to hear this.
Wait a minute. Liable to finish the show right now. My wife likes the first thing. My wife in the morning eats immediately. She likes food. Anything that's in the kitchen, she eats. She just likes to eat in the morning. That's the first thing she does is go right to the kitchen, and it's eating.
Okay, so we need a 1 or 2 word clue for that.
Well, eat.
Eat.
Eat. I would say,
Okay.
eat. Eat.
All right, that's it. Consensus is a 1-word clue and it's eat. All right, let's bring on the ladies, shall we? Okay, ladies, we've had time to signal if you recognize it. I recognize the answer from this clue. Here's a question. What she likes when she wakes up in the morning, and the clue is eat. Ooh. Who was first? It was close. And was first. Tell us about it, Ann.
Well, I like Jerry to bring me coffee in bed.
She likes that. Yes.
I do like that.
Well,
I like
that's
a lot
very
of
nice.
things. I'm wrong, aren't I?
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm sure you like that. But Elaine, that sounds familiar to you too. No?
Absolutely. I tried to get there as fast as I could. I'm sorry. I probably didn't eat enough this morning.
I'm sorry too. We have no score there. But at this point in our game, Ann and Jerry have $50. Elaine and Bobby have $100, and Barbara and Dick are in the lead with $200. Just a minute. On the way.
Oh, sure. Forward to you. Call now.
Okay, we're back with what we call a tattletale quickie. Each correct answer is worth $100. So, fellas, you ready? Ladies, are you ready?
Yeah.
Ladies, I'm going to ask you the question, and you think about it, and we'll come back to you for the answer. All right? Here is the question: would you describe your husband as handsome, interesting looking, or cute? Handsome, interesting looking, or cute? Think about it. We'll come right back to you. Bye. This kind of puts you on the spot, fella. You got to kind of think about it.
It doesn't put me in the spot at all. I know right what to do. Whenever she calls me cute, I hate it. And I go, don't call me. Yeah, so she'd have to say yes.
Okay. I think you're a swell looking fellow too, Dick. Silly goose. All right, let's move on, Barbara. All right, this worth $100. Barbara, how would you describe Dick? Would you say he's handsome, cute, or interesting looking?
He's my big, handsome man. And he hates
Good. Isn't that funny? That's what he said too.
but he hates being called handsome.
No, he hates being called cute, is what he said.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, he said he just can't say to be called cute. All right, thank you, Barbara. Let's go on to Bobby. Bobby, what do you think Elaine will say?
I think I know my wife, and I would say she doesn't. Maybe she thinks I'm cute, but that's a nice feeling. I would say handsome. Absolutely.
He's going to say handsome. It's worth $100, so let's see if Elaine feels that way. Elaine? How are you, Elaine?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's everything?
Fine.
Things good? Not a plan?
Yeah.
Okay. Elaine? How do you think of Bobby? Do you think of him as cute, handsome, or interesting looking?
Cute.
Wait, what? Tell her what you said, Bobby.
I said handsome, honey.
And that's what they said too. That's what your Rudy section said. Sorry about that, Elaine.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Jer. You big handsome devil, you.
My wife thinks of me as Marcella must be on me. And I know this because she, in her heart, she knows I'm only being dubbed in English. And she thinks of me as handsome. I gotta say handsome.
You say- How do you see Jerry? Do you see him as cute or handsome or interesting looking?
No, wait,
We have a loaded question.
No, I know what I see him as, but I bet he didn't say this.
What do you mean I didn't say
I
it?
see him as handsome.
Ah, on me, I plus $100. Just absolutely. All right, that's it for me. Time is up. And our grand winners today are Barbara and Dick Gautier. All right. Barbara and Dick, you about here a $300. $300. For more Tattletales. Right after this message. See you in just a minute. We'll be right back.
Or call 1-800-994-4291.
Oh, well, here we are. We've got everybody out here with us. We had a good game today. You've all had a lot of fun. It's been fun playing with you. Now, Dick and Barbara did pretty well, didn't you? My gosh.
Fine.
Better than you. Better than you.
$100 for your crew. And Elaine and Bobby have 100 for theirs, and Jerry have 150 for theirs. That's better than a sharp stick in the eye, isn't it?
That's right.
I'd say so. Listen, Dick, you have an album coming out, don't you, shortly?
I have a comedy album coming out March 1st called The Exorcist.
The Exorcist, which is a play on The Exorcist.
And it's pretty wild.
That's all the time we have for today. We ask you to come back and join our studio audience who will be sharing the secrets and the winnings of our celebrities on Tattletales. We're Tommy saying, see you next time. This is Jack Clark speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Routing section number 1 has its money on Dick Gautier and Barbara Stewart. Routing section number 2 back Bobby Van and Elaine Joyce. And routing section number 3 is betting on Jerry Stiller and Ann Mira as we play the game of celebrity gossip. Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Crombie. We got a terrific group here today. Welcome to Tattletales. As you know, our studio audience is divided into 3 sections, each one rooting for one of our celebrity couples up here. And every time one of our stars wins some money, it goes right up to their rooting section, which ain't bad. Now, we have 3 celebrity couples, as I've said, husbands and wives all. Let's go back and meet the husbands. Shall we do that? Hello, husbands. Hello. Yeah, how you doing, bro? Oh, yeah. I told you never to wear that coat, Dick, when I'm wearing my brown shirt. Okay, fellas, we're going to cut you off so you can't see or hear what we're doing out here. But we'll be back in a minute. Have a lot of fun. Goodbye. I thought they'd never leave you. Because here's the best part out here. Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hello, Bert.
You all look lovely in person.
You're not as lovely as you.
Oh, thanks. Okay, we've met everybody. We'll come back and play our first round of Tattletales right after this message. Hang on, right back. Okay, we are back. Ready for our first round of Tattletales. The ladies are sitting out here with me where they belong. Let's see how the fellas are doing backstage. Fellas, how you doing there?
Okay,
All ready for takeoff?
let's go.
Okay, who's the tail gunner there? Dick?
I am.
There you go. All right, fellas, we're going to cut you off. We'll get back to you in just a moment.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, ladies, I'm going to ask you questions about your husbands and your lives together. And when you have an answer you think you'll recognize, please press the signal in front of you, but be quick, because we'll only take the first response. Ready to go? Here we go. Here's the first question. Marriage proposal. Ooh. You're first. And you're first. Okay, and you were first. Tell us about it.
Well, he says, and so I want him to win, us to win. So he thinks I proposed to him on the way downtown in New York. He says it happened near the Flatiron Building. And
Must be significant there.
no, well, my roommate wasn't working out, and I thought it'd be better if Jerry moved in. But it was at the Flatiron Building.
All right, now what we want from you is a one-word clue worth $100 for your rooting section, or a two-word.
Well, listen, is Flatiron hyphenated?
Let's get a word from our producer, Flatiron. Is that one word? Can't use it because it's a place. Yes, we
You
can't.
can't use it.
No, we can't use a place.
Iron?
Iron?
Can you use building?
We can use building, sure.
Okay, building.
All right. So now the question is.
Oh, this isn't going to work. You'll never know.
Well, you can change it if you want to. You want to change the clue?
No, I want a divorce. Thank you. Name of the show is Let's Get a Divorce. No,
Welcome to Day in Court,
building,
folks.
building.
You want to go with building?
Yes, and well, iron. Iron.
All right. Which one it'll be? Building or car?
No, I have to come home with him tonight. I want building.
She says building. All right, that's the clue. Let's bring on the card. Okay, fellas. We've been having a good time out here. How you doing back there? Still sober, huh? Okay. Here's the question. We asked the ladies a question. What we want you to do is sound that signal in front of you when you think you recognize your wife's answer and can match her story from the clue. Okay?
I think I understand that.
All right. You will. Then we're going to tell you again. Here. And the clue is building. Okay, Jerry, now let's see if you can match the story.
That's great.
Well, it was one of the great ego moments of my life. And all my fans who were on the section who worked on the Win Money tonight. That was the day that Ann proposed to me from the Flatiron Building.
I love you, baby.
I love you all.
Oh, that's one.
Yes. It was,
Isn't that funny, Jerry?
it's funny because it worked out. That's what it's funny.
It's also funny that's exactly what she said you'd
That's
say.
right.
Oh, why not?
All right, we'll come back with another one in just a minute. Let's hold tight. Okay, ladies, here's the next question. Same question. Marriage proposal. All right, Elaine.
Well, Bobby and I were going together for a while. And this is like telling deep dark
Yeah, I
secrets.
know. That's the idea.
And now everybody will know.
We certainly hope so.
Anyway, he came to my apartment and he said, I have something for you. And he opened a box and it was a gorgeous diamond ring. I mean, it was just fabulous. So I said, oh, it's lovely. And we were engaged. Yes. I'm going to marry him. And I put it on. And his mother, I went to his mother and I showed his mother. And his mother said, oh, it's fabulous. I said, I don't want it. I didn't want to be engaged. Is that unbelievable? I didn't want to wear a diamond ring.
And you didn't want to be.
No, so I said, I'm going to have him take it back. I still want to be engaged. You can't get out of that. But I don't want the ring. She said, take it and put it away in a vault. You know? And I said, no. And so we were still engaged, but I wouldn't take it.
All right, now, from that story, we need a one-word clue or a two-word clue that Bobby will recognize. One-word clue is worth $100. Two-word clue is worth $50.
Ring. Diamond.
Diamond?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's bring on the fellas. Okay, fellas. You know how we do now. Sound the signal if you recognize your wife's answer from this clue. Now, here's the question.
Right.
Same question. Marriage proposal. And the clue is diamond. Okay, Bobby.
I want to get engaged to Elaine. I brought her a 4-carat diamond ring, and I gave it to her, and she gave it back to me.
Yes, that's what you said. Look at this. Oh, $100.
But I'll take it now.
Can't have it now. I gave it to the brunette.
And I still got it. That's right. And Dick says I still got it.
Take it.
Okay, at this point, point game. Barbara and Dick are dead to score, but I know they will. Elaine and Bobby have $100, and Ann and Jerry have $100. Okay. Now we're going to play what we call a tattletale quickie.
That's my favorite part, Bert.
Okay.
I love a quickie.
You do it yourself then.
Come on, fellas. We'll be at garage tomorrow morning. Fellas, I'm going to ask you the question, but I don't want the answer now. Just think about it for a moment, okay? Here's the question. Men,
Yes.
if you received a food package as a gift, would you prefer a pound of fresh caviar, 5 pounds of steak, or a 10-pound lobster? Would you prefer a pound of fresh caviar, 5 pounds of steak, or a 10-pound lobster? So go away and think about it. We'll come back to you in just a minute. Okay. Each question is worth $100. And what do you think Jerry would go for? The caviar, the steak, or the lobster?
See, I hate this seat. You're first here. It's the first opportunity to make a fool of yourself, which I've done on many occasions.
No,
No, listen. I don't think caviar to Jerry is just fish eggs, you know. And
That's what it was to everybody.
no, that has no romantic significance. And lobster's a little tray. I say steak. Steak.
Oh, I love that expression. All right, let's bring on Jerry. Jerry, which one would you prefer, the caviar, the steak, or the lobster?
I would go with the lobster.
Jerry, that's trafe. You're not supposed to eat lobster.
I wasn't going to do it. I was made for myself. It was for you, sweetheart.
Oh, thanks a lot. You lost
What'd you say, man?
I said steak.
But I'm on a vegetarian type of chick right now.
What is a lobster? That's not chopped liver. I mean, that's.
What's good being religious if you're going to kill an animal?
Thank you, Jerry. We'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, Lane, how about Bobby? What would you like, the caviar, the steak, or the lobster?
You said a 10-pound lobster,
I said
right?
a pound of fresh caviar, 5 pounds of steak, or a 10-pound lobster.
Now, if he for a 10-pound lobster, he would take the 10-pound lobster.
All right, Bobby. Come on out and see us, Bobby.
Yeah, right here.
What would you like, a pound of caviar,
Yeah.
5 pounds of steak, or a 10-pound lobster?
I'd say caviar. Sorry, I love it.
Tell,
You're the pits.
I am the pit.
tell them what you said.
What'd you say?
I said a 10-pound lobster.
What am I going to do with a 10-pound lobster?
I guess you
I
need.
don't know.
I'm not going to dip it in water. Forget about it.
What are you going to do? Walk it? You can't.
That's it.
Okay, thanks, Bobby. No score there. Sorry about that. Barbara, how about Dick? Which would he prefer? The 5 pounds, a pound of caviar, 5 pounds of steak, or 10 pounds of lobster?
Oh, well, he's got to get this right because he has a problem. Well, he has many problems. His problem is that he cannot eat seafood at all because he throws up.
Well, that's not
So,
Nevertheless,
who cares? It's a 5-pound steak.
Well, wait a minute. Wait. Let's wait and see what you said.
all right, let's bring on Richard. Yeah.
Kill him.
Okay, now here you are, you handsome devil. Okay. What would it be? A pound of fresh caviar, 5 pound steak, or 10 pounds of lobster?
That is so easy because seafood makes me puke, so I'll take the steak.
That signal means we're at the halfway mark, so it's halftime, and at halftime, we have a tie score. Ann and Jerry, Lane and Bobby and Barbara Dick all have $100. Very nice. Okay. It's time to switch places. Ladies to the rear, gentlemen to the front. We're going to play a little turnabout here. While we're doing that, we'll break away for a message. We'll come right back. Stay tuned for more Tattletales. Don't go away. Right back. If you like. Okay, we're back with more Tattletales. As you know, our studio audience is sharing in the winnings of our celebrity stars up here. But let me just add one little thing here. If your ruling section is backing the winningest couple at the end of our show, we will add a bonus of $1,000.
I'll be an audience tonight.
Okay, the fellas are out here looking lovely as ever. Let's see how the ladies are looking. Everything all right back there?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
cozy.
We're gonna music on so you can't hear what we're doing on here. We'll get right back to you. Bye. I just love that sense of power. Bye. Okay, fellas, I'm going to ask you questions about your wives and your lives together. If you have an answer you think your wife's going to recognize, then press that little red button up there in front of you. But be fast. I'll only take the first response. And here is the first question. It happened in a hotel. Okay. Jerry was first. Oh, Jerry. Will you quick with that one? You got it very fast right, you know.
This hotel in New York, an engagement, and between the time we went on the first time and the time we came back, our jewels were stolen. My wife's pearls were stolen. They were mine. They're mine too. I paid for them. I mean, of course, they were only $125. So they asked us if we want to report it to the police. It's so bad. Right. I mean, we didn't call in on this thing because the newspaper people were there and everything else. You know. And so we had a discussion about the thing. And,
Okay, now, Jerry, what I need from you is a one-word clue worth $100 or a two-word clue worth $50.
well, now, what was the original point?
The original point was it happened in a hotel.
Oh, Jules. Give it to me. I know. She knows. Because she left them in the wrong place.
Okay, here we go.
We're supposed to carry them.
Okay, let's bring on the ladies now. Ladies, we have asked the fellas a question. If you recognize your husband and can match his answer from the clue, sound that signal in front of you. But here's the question first. It happened in a hotel. And the clue is jewels.
Yes.
Yep.
That's me.
Okay, and tell us all about it.
Yes, at the Americana, we were playing there, and my pearls were stolen.
That's what he said. That's good for $100. All righty. Okay, thank you, ladies. We'll get back to you in just a moment. We have another question for you.
They're like applauding a robbery.
No, they're applauding the correct answer. Here's the next question, fellas. Your wife in a bathing suit. Okay, Bobby, tell us all about it.
I can tell you about it. She's beautiful in a bit.
Oh, we can all tell them about it, couldn't we?
She's in a great play called Sugar. Oh, man. She's beautiful.
I pay $1.25 to see any time. I can pay that right now.
But my wife doesn't like to wear a bathing suit.
I pay $2 to see that. Sorry about that.
Well, you see, she likes to, when we live in California, she likes to run around with a bathing suit on. But when I leave the house, she likes to take off the bathing suit and dance nude.
Right. However, the question is your wife in a bathing suit, so I need a clue for that.
Well, how am I going to put this without turning the show off? She was all right. We had a garden, and he was looking at the window, and then she was dancing around the bathing suit. Took off the bathing suit. Dancing nude.
So,
And the garden every. Down here. Right, that's what happened. My God, I was wrong. That's right.
all right, what's your clue, Bobby?
I would say a nude.
Okay, let's bring on the ladies. All right, ladies, we've asked a question. Get ready to sound your signal to recognize your husband from the clue. Here's the question. Your wife in a bathing suit, and the clue is nude. Okay. Tell us about it. Pass that story.
Well, is it about the gardener?
That's it. Yeah, we've got it. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, at this point, what do we have here? We have Barbara and Dick with $100. Elaine and Bobby with $200. And Terry with $200. Okay, we'll come back and work out. I'll ask it, but don't give me the answer. To tell the truth, do you consider yourself sexy? Good. And we'll come back to you in just a moment. You consider yourself sexy? See you in a minute. Bye. The look on Elaine's face. Never mind. Will you now stop that? Oh, I tell you, folks. See what they do when the wives are away? Okay, Jerry, how about Ann? Do you think she considers herself sexy?
Knowing Ann as well as I do, I know she does not consider herself sexy, which makes her the sexiest woman in the world.
That's very lovely. But what will she say now?
She'll say that. She does not consider herself
She'll say
sexy.
no.
Oh, that's right.
Let's bring on Ann and see what. Ann, are you there, dear?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look terrific.
Don't try to be nice to me.
And tell us, do you consider yourself sexy?
I don't.
That's what he said.
Yes, Tracy, no.
Hey, you know, you've got to stop feeling this way.
Oh, did I get the right answer?
Yes, that's the right answer.
But you think I'm sexy? But Teresa, please, what do you know?
Yeah.
Isn't that very good one?
That was very lovely. Thank you, Ann. Okay, Bobby, how about Elaine? Will she consider herself sexy?
That's a tough one to answer. I think she's sexy, and I don't know if she considers herself sexy, but I would have to say I think yes, she'd have to consider herself sexy. She's a great looking chick.
Yeah, right.
Even if I lose, I got.
All right. Let's bring on Elaine.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing, Beth?
Okay.
Okay. Tell us all about it. Do you kind of think of yourself as sexy?
You mean besides dumb?
I don't find that on my card. I don't think.
Well, I like it a lot, so yes, I do.
I can tell it for $100.
Oh, Bobby.
That's what he said. Thank you, Elaine.
Thank you.
Okay. Dick, how about Barbara? Does Barbara consider herself sexy, do you think? Oh, absolutely. She's not. But no. I've only, don't tell her I said it. Don't tell her I said it. Oh, take away my bell. She'll say yes. Okay, let's bring on Barbara. Barbara, do you consider yourself sexy?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay, now wait a minute. Time is up. That means we have two winners. We have a tie. Ann and Jerry, Elaine and Bobby are winners today. Okay, Ann and Jerry, Elaine and Bobby, you won $300. We split $1,000 between you for a grand total. You're within seconds of $800. Okay, we'll be right back before
Some bras dig and cut. Others bulge and roll. Some are tough to close and
around here with everybody. Congratulations to our winners. Ann, tell us what you guys are doing next.
Jerry and I are going to be opening February 20th at the Paper Mill Playhouse in Cruiser 2nd Avenue.
Oh, yes, go see that. That'll be terrific. Until next time, it's very kindly asking you to join our studio audience and join us on the air when our celebrities share their secrets and their winnings. See you next time. We're coming.
This is Jack Clark speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Topman production. As a money stake in one of our famous couples. Rooting section number 1 has its money on Bobby Van and Elaine Joyce. Rooting section number 2 backs Jerry Stiller and Ann Mira. Rooting section number 3 is betting on Dick Codier and Barbara Stewart as we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tattletales. We have an uproarious group here today. We have quite a good group up here, too. As you know, our studio audience is divided into three sections, each one rooting for one of our celebrity couples. And every time one of our stars up here wins some money, it is divided among their rooting section. Now, as I said, we have three celebrity couples. They're all crazy loons, and you'll find out in a minute. Let's meet half of them, shall we? Here they are back here. The husbands. Hello, gang. So, see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. Goodbye. We'll see you just in a minute. We don't want you to hear what we're doing out here. Goodbye, fellas. Don't forget the right. And now to the ladies, and they're not crazy. They're sweet as they can be. How are you? Love you.
Oh, we're fine. You look so handsome.
Thank you. You're not so bad yourself. Okay, we'll be back with the first round of Tattletales right after this.
Shop online at chewy.com.
Okay, we're back. Ready to play our first round of Tattletales. The ladies are out here with me, and the fellas should be all right. But how the boys in the back room doing? Are you okay? You're doing okay.
The music is great. Well, wait.
Okay, we're going to come back in a minute. Sit tight, fellas. See you in a minute. Okay, ladies. I'm going to ask you some questions about your husbands and your lives together. I want you to think it over, and when you think you have an answer that your husband will recognize, sound that signal in front of you. Now, you have to do it quickly because we will only take one response, okay? Here is the first question. It happened on a vacation. Okay.
We were on a vacation, and it was in Puerto Rico, and we rented a car. We always rent a car wherever we go. First mistake. We rent this car. It breaks down. Bobby says, why don't you get out and push it? My luck, I couldn't drive stick shift. So I get out, and I push the car. And you know how it is in Puerto Rico? All of a sudden, it'll rain, just like that. The sun's out over here, and it's pouring over here. I'm behind the car, pushing the car, and a cloud absolutely dumps on me. The rain just bam, like this. I couldn't believe it. I walked around the window, and I looked at Bobby, and I said, look at me, I'm soaking wet with rain, and no place else on the street. It had anywhere else. Just right on my head and on my glasses and everything. And then the people came out of the buildings and were yelling, witch, witch. I couldn't believe it. And I swear to you, this is a true story. It was unbelievable. And that's our vacation.
Okay, that's a good vacation story. What we need from you now is a one-word clue worth $100 for you. Section or a two-word clue. Which one do you think?
No, not witch. I need a clue, and I can't say
It can be a two-word clue or a one-word clue. No, you can't use one of these.
I'd say. Let me wait a minute. I think you're making me nervous. Okay, I can't say Puerto Rico, so I'll have to say
It happened on a vacation and you still.
okay, car.
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 All right, you're going to go for a one-word clue. Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's bring on the fellas. Okay, fellas, we have asked the ladies a question. What I want you to do is to sound that signal in front of you when you recognize your wife and think you can match her answer from the clue. Here is the question. It happened on a vacation, and the clue is car. Okay, Bobby. You're on, Bobby. Tell us.
Oh yeah, we were in Puerto Rico. We got stalled, and I have to learn to push it.
That's what you said. Let's $400 for that. Okay, fellas, we'll come back in just a moment. All right, ladies, ready for the next question, are you?
Yeah.
Here's the next question. Same question. It happened on vacation. Okay, Barbara, tell us all about it.
But I got. I got one nervous.
This is it.
We were in Paris, France, and
I don't think so.
but anyway, we were in Paris in a hotel, and I had been learning French, but I get the days of the week mixed up a lot. Well, Dick had not taken any clothes over because he was going to buy them all in Paris, but nothing fit him. he's too heavy. But don't tell him I said it. So he had nothing but one pair of pants that he wore all the time. So when we were in the hotel, he said, look, I've got to get these pants cleaned. We can't go out tomorrow night. I said, okay, I'll give them to the chambermaid. Well, when the chambermaid came in, I didn't know Judy from Vendredi, and I didn't say bring them right back. I had said bring them back in 2 days. He spent the entire weekend in the hotel. And I was out running around.
Okay, let's. What we use a clue? The one-word clue. $100 or a two-word clue? What's the deal? All right. Let's bring on the fellas. Okay, fellas, we've asked a question. We have an answer. See if you can recognize your wife's answer from this clue. The question is the same question as before. It happened on vacation. And the clue is pants.
How well I know.
Tell us about it, Richard.
Well, she was studying French and not doing too well, I might add. And we were in Paris on a trip, and I had brought very few clothes with me, hoping to buy a lot of clothes. There, unfortunately, nothing fit me. Everything was like, 37, 38 shoulders.
You were too fat.
Oh, I say, that's it. So, I had these big butt shoulders, But a little tiny slim waist. Anyway, so what happened was, she told the chambermaid the wrong day. She said, I'm a day instead of vendredi. One of the French words, and I was
Okay, at this point, Ed and Jerry got the score, but I know they will. Elaine and Bobby have $100 for their section, and Barbara and Dick have $100. Okay. Very close game. Now we're going to do what we call a tattletale quick. Fellas, I'm going to ask you a question, but don't give me the answer. Just think about it, and then we'll get back to you. Here it is. Good question. Man,
yes.
for $10,000, would you pose nude for the centerfold of Playgirl magazine? Think that one over. 10 grand, fellas. Would you bear it all? We'll be back to you in just a moment. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, Barbara. Barbara, what do you think about Dick? Would he let it all hang out for Playgirl? What'd I say? Did I say something? I said it.
Let them all hang out, sweetheart.
What do you think?
Man, he'd better. I'll tell you, I'd let him pose in New York City, right in Manhattan, nude for $10,000.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you think he would?
Yeah, I think he would.
You think he'll say yes? Okay.
Boy, you better.
Okay. Try to keep a straight face, Dick.
I'll try to calm down.
All right, Dick. For 10 grand, would you pose nude for Playgirl magazine?
I'll strip right now for 5. Yeah, sure.
Yes, answer is yes. Thank you, Dick. Okay. Okay. How about Jerry? Would he pose nude for $10,000?
I feel if he could place his hands where he wanted to.
I don't have that on my card, though, unfortunately.
I think he'd say yes.
You think he'd say yes?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see what he does, sir. Jerry.
Me?
Yes, I am, sir. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you clear, yes.
Then here comes the question. For $10,000, would you pose nude for Playgirl magazine?
The answer is no.
Would you consider 15?
I thought you would. It doesn't say you could have done that.
Only that's only because we have a wine commercial and I don't want to conflict with that.
Oh, wine has no conflict with nudity.
No, they don't want a picture of your feet. They want the whole body.
I would not. No, I have 2 children at home.
Oh, you're such
All
a
right, thanks,
jerk.
Jerry. Goodbye. Maybe you can work on it later, and he'll change his mind. Whatever comes up.
Separate cab.
All right, later. How about Bobby? Would he pose nude for 10 grand?
Bert, I have so many conflicts. In the first place, he was asked. But they didn't say $10,000. They just said, would you? And he said, no. Because, like Jerry, he has a Kodak commercial going. And so he said, no. But now, $10,000, this is a game.
Makes it a little different, right? Sure.
So, for $10,000, making me nervous again. I'm supposed to figure it out. I live with them. I mean, you know,
Lady pose nude for $10,000.
no. Yes.
Okay, that's right. Okay, let's bring it on. Bobby, you know the question.
Yeah.
Would you pose nude for 10 grand for Playgirl?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. They asked me to do it, and I turned them down. So I'd say, no.
But Bobby, they didn't say $10,000.
I don't care what they said. I still said no.
He said, no, I'm it's halftime, and halftime finds us with Ann and Jerry still get the score. Elaine and Bobby have $100. Barbara and Dick have $200. Okay, we're going to play turnabout now. Ladies to the rear. Gentlemen, front and center. And while we're chasing places, we'll break away, but we'll be right back with more Tattletales. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Come on out, fellas.
Facial hair is the problem.
Okay, we are back. As you know, our studio audience is sharing in the winnings of our celebrities up here. But let me tell you this. If your looting section is backing our winningest couple today, we will add a bonus of $1,000. Okay? Talk a double. Gentlemen, here you are. Front and center. It's your turn to sit out here. Let's see if the ladies are situated all right back there. Ladies, how you doing?
Okay.
Okay, you got your music and everything?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get back to you in a moment. Don't go away. Bye.
Okay.
Okay, fellas, as you know, I'm going to ask you questions about your wives and lives together. If you have an answer you think your wife will recognize, tap that button in front of you, but try to be first because I'll only take the first. Okay, here we go. First question. A time company dropped in unexpected. Wow. That was
Well, all I heard was company. Before you said unexpected, well, what happened was I was, for Screen Gems, they wanted me to do a Western. And I don't really wear clothes around the house because, you know, we have some kind of privacy. And I had these twin guns strapped on, and I was naked, and I had on a cowboy hat because I was practicing a fast walk. You got the picture?
I got the picture.
So,
I got the picture.
and I was wandering around the house doing this. Barbara was in the other room doing something. And in walked our good friend Ruta Lee in the back door. Yoo-hoo! And she walked in, she saw me. True. It's true.
Oh boy.
The clue should be.
You tell me. The clue should be guns, huh? I think that I will recognize that. Don't you? Okay, let's bring on the ladies. Hi, ladies. We've asked the fellas a question out here. I don't believe the answer, but okay, we've asked the fellas a question now. When you think you recognize your husband and can answer the question from his clues, sound your signal. Here is the question. Not the clue, just the question. A time company dropped in unexpectedly, and the clue is gun. Barbara, you're right. I'll tell you something. I want to hear that story again.
I told you my husband is a nudist. I swear the man was testing. He was going to test for Western, and he walked around the apartment all day with two guns at his side, stark naked. Embarrassing.
We'll come back in just a moment. Bye now. Next question, if you have your mind. Okay. Here's a good question, fellas. Your wife with money. Tell us about your wife with money.
Great guilt about spending anything that she earns. No matter what, even though she earns it, she'll come back and tell me, and is it all right for me to have bought this dress? Of course, that means that she's going to be very nice to me.
What a terrific problem to have. I don't have the problem either.
That's it.
That's it. She has it. So how would you give a clue for that, Jill?
Guilt is
Jill, huh? Okay. Let's bring on the ladies. Let's see what they say. Ladies, we've asked the fellas a question. Get ready. You can respond when you Here's the clue. Here's the question. Your wife with money. And the clue is guilt. All right, Ann. Tell us the story there, if you will.
Well, I tend to overtip, and he doesn't.
That's
He's
the
cheap.
smallest.
What?
That's the smallest part of it all.
No. I tend to give. I think if you, well, it sounds very pretend. That if you give something, it'll come back to you, but maybe from another direction. And like, you know, when I was on unemployment insurance, I took cabs. I lived on SpaghettiOs.
Let me see. What did you buy? No, you see, now the thing is, you came in right, but the story does have to match. And
Well, I spend money all the time. I like to buy, you know, I
No,
like.
tell her what you said, Jerry.
Well, when you do buy things,
Yes.
you're like dresses or whatever it is, you become very anxiety-ridden about it, and you tend to be very hesitant about telling me these things.
She said guilt. You know, you had guilt.
I just say that to you. That's all.
I'm sorry, darling. We can't imagine the story. Now, the
Learning a few
story.
things about
Ann and Jerry have still got the score. They will. Elaine and Bobby have $100. Barbara, they're leading with $300. We'll come back in just a minute.
In AARP today. Then you get this travel bag and AARP the magazine free. Call 1-800-731-2341. That's 1-800-731-2341. Or go to getaarp.org.
All right, we're back. This time we're going to play a round of Tattletale Quickies. Ladies, I'm going to ask you the question. Don't give me the answer now. Just think about it. Here it is. Mr. Goodman. Ladies, can a woman be in love with two men at the same time? Ooh, that's a good question. Think about it. We'll come back in just a moment. That's also a dangerous question, isn't it? All right. There you go. Tell us about it. Can I skip this one first?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I think that Barbara would say that yes, you can love two men at the same time in a different way. You know, is the qualification, but still, there are men that she loves in a different way, I hope, than me. And because she has a lot of very dear male friends, she keeps telling me until 7 o'clock in the morning. No, seriously, that's it. I really believe that she says.
Barbara will say yes, you say for $100. Let's bring Barbara in. See, Barbara. Good question, huh? I can see the perplexity on your face.
Oh, boy.
What do you think? Could a woman be in love with two men at the same time?
I am going to get murdered. But I think yes.
That's really?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
I know you.
I'm not coming out.
You better now, Barbara. You better take off. You better clean up the green box. Okay, Jerry, how about that? You think Ann will think that a woman can be in love with two men at the same time?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we discussed this, and she said, Jerry, you understand that when I'm playing a role with somebody else, like she did Love is Another Stranger with Harry Gardino, that I'm allowed to fall a little bit in love with my leading man. Is that okay, a little bit in love? And I had to go along with it because I thought that if she would come back to me after she met all these wonderful people, it would be a great mitzvah for me to have given her to the world.
Oh, you'll say yes.
Yes, right.
All right, let's bring on Annie. Annie, what do you think? Can a woman be in love with two men at the same time?
I hope we're on the same wavelength, dear. I think so.
That's what he said. Thank you, Annie. Oh. Okay, Bobby, how about Elaine? Would she think that a woman can be in love with two men at the same time?
First of all, I think these two guys are in a lot of trouble. And no, I would say the way my wife defines the word love, I would say no, one man, one.
Okay, let's find out what Elaine says. Elaine, can a woman be in love with two men at the same time?
No.
Thank you.
I had two
Okay,
of
you
them.
are absolutely right. Oh, wait. There's the end of the ball game. That means our winners today are Dick and Barbara Gautier. Barbara, Dick, you won $400. We're going to add $1,000 to that for a total of $1,400. Okay, we'll be back. Just a moment. Don't go away. We'll be back with more Tattletales.
Come today.
Trust me, your skin will thank you.
Okay, we're back. We have everybody out here with us. Congratulations to Barbara, Dick, Diane, and Jerry, and Elaine and Bobby. Your food section get $100, $200 too. That's not bad. Bobby, you got something coming up. Why don't you tell us about
Well,
it?
yeah, quickly, I'm going to be opening at the Riviera Hotel in Las Vegas. So if anybody's there,
Okay, that's all the time we have. We'll see you next time on Tattletales. When our celebrities will be sharing a secret activity for the school audience. Great time to spend. So long. See you next time.
This is Jack Clark speaking for Tattletales. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. It's Tattletales! Welcome to the game of celebrity gossip. Tattletales! And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Conway!
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to Tattletales. Nice to be with you. Nice to be with you here in the audience. So, as you can see, our studio audience is divided into three sections: the red, the yellow, and the blue, each rooting for one of our celebrity couples. And of course, every time one of our celebrities wins money, you here in the studio get it. So let's go. Shall we? Here are the people going to win the money for you today. For the blue section, Mr. Steve Lawrence and his wife, Edie Gourmet. Steve and Edie. Winning money for the yellow section, Mr. Dick Martin and his wife, Dolly. And winning money for the red section, Mr. John Clark and his wife, Lynn Renray. Here we go. Ladies, I can see you all. Can you hear me clearly?
Sure. Yes.
All right. You look really cute. Here we go. First question is for you. It's directed to the ladies. Gentlemen, you must remember that's worth $150 to your rooting sections. Ladies, at a Washington, D.C. party, you're introduced to two women. One is a congresswoman. The other is a famous Washington call girl. Which one would you be more interested in talking to? The congresswoman or the call girl? Off you go, ladies. Good question. That's the way to begin a game, isn't it? Steve, which lady would you be more interested in talking to?
well, there are some political representatives that represent both groups.
That's true, yeah.
I tell you, Edie and I lived in Washington for 2 years while I was stationed down in Virginia. And we did have the occasion to meet a lot of political people. And it's very stimulating. I think that over the years, because of the nature of the business that we're in, I think that Edie would much rather meet a congresswoman. She's very outspoken, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
Edie is.
Has she, to your knowledge, ever spoken to a call girl?
She's called congresswomen.
But never called her. Yes,
She'd have no reason to call a call girl.
that's true. Oh.
I mean, she might send him a get well card,
Yeah.
Just you'll be all right. Just stay out of bed for 2 weeks. I think she would want to talk to the congresswoman because
I think
she's a political activist.
Yes. Okay, here's go. Edie,
Yes.
who would you rather talk to?
Who I would rather talk
Yes,
to.
the question is for you.
Well, there's no question that it would be very interesting talking to a call girl, especially in what that was not it. That was not my answer.
Okay.
It would be more interesting talking to a call girl, although what could possibly be new? Only the faces change. Whereas Whereas it might be more interesting talking to a congresswoman, since there are not too many congresswomen around.
Mhm.
And
So far, the blue section is going crazy because they don't know which way
I
you're
would
going to go.
say, I personally would talk to the congresswoman.
You're right. That's what she said.
Check out Mahomes' top 3 plays of the day. He scrambles in the T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro.
Guess they didn't need your advice, huh, Dick? No, they didn't. Fine.
Stay together?
What do you think Dolly would say?
Well, I think I'm going to go along with Steve. I think she would talk to a congresswoman because she really wants to become better informed. And it's hard to if she's talking to a call girl, she'll fall asleep because she doesn't like to lie down in the middle of the day. So she would definitely talk to a congresswoman.
Yeah, you feel reasonably certain of that, don't you?
Oh well, well, not really.
Here she comes. Dolly, which one would you like to talk to?
The cool guy.
No, that's not it.
Why not?
That long reasoning answer, and she snaps it back.
I thought you'd gotten over all that sort of stuff.
No, I'll tell you why.
I swore you weren't going to talk to your old friends again.
Now ignore that if you can. Give us your reasoning here.
Well, my reasoning is that the call girl that makes it, in Congress is someone I'd like to get to know, because there's many call girls, but someone that makes it into I'd like to know the inside scoop on who does what to whom.
How she gets it?
Wait a minute. I'm not quite sure that's what we have in mind. When we ask the famous call girl congresswoman is what you thought we were talking
No,
about.
I mean, this girl's in Congress, and she.
No, she's in Washington, D.C., though. You're close.
That's what I meant. Same party, right?
Same city, yes.
Now, there's nothing said she has to understand the question.
No, that's true. We're not agreeing on the end. It's not a snap quiz, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, Dolly, but I'll try to be clear next time. Who would Lynn rather talk to?
Oh, that's funny.
Well,
I think Lynn would rather talk to Dolly after this.
Lynn is the sister who couldn't be less interested in politics. I don't know why, but she's so interested in politics. She falls asleep like she did at the wheel of our car the other night. And I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, tell us now. We'd rather know. That's all right.
And as for American, English politics she has trouble with. American politics she doesn't understand at all.
Right.
But she did play a hooker once in The Happy Hooker.
She sure did.
And she found out how to do that by talking to a lot of not congresswomen, believe me.
Yes.
So I have to say she would rather talk to the hooker.
The hooker.
Yeah, the call girl. The call girls in Washington.
Yeah, well,
hookers everywhere else.
Yeah. I think what we're talking about is an economic difference, I think. Here comes Lynn now. Then, which one would you rather talk to, the congresswoman or the call girl?
I can't tell you how weird it is sitting back here. We've got this terrible music going in our ears. And the other two ladies who can hear what my spouse has just said are laughing and nodding and carrying on. Anyway, I've talked to a lot of call girls when I researched a character that I played called Xavier Hollander. I haven't talked to a lot of congresswomen. And I think I'd say I talked to the congresswoman.
That's not what he said. I'm sorry. Stephen, you get a whole thing for the blue section. Oh, that's a good thing. For the blue section anyway. We'll come back in just a moment. Question number 2 coming up next. Geico's always been about safety. Having a little educational lesson from Steve Lawrence on the. And we're back for question number 2, and once again it is for the ladies and Dolly. You and Lynn have to play catch up with Steve. They got $150 right off the bat here. This one is worth 150 as well. Here you go, ladies. You've hired the 14-year-old daughter of some close friends to babysit for you while you're on vacation. You come home a little early and find her smoking pot. Would you tell her parents? Yes or no? Okay, think that one over. Okay, that's kind of an interesting, serious question, Dick. What would you? First of all, has that ever happened to you?
We don't have any children, so a babysitter would be superfluous.
Yeah. Probably,
How old was she?
probably wouldn't hear it. You could always start, you know.
Well, I'd say that Dolly would be very angry if it was her pot the kid was smoking. That stuff's expensive.
A couple of minutes doesn't go near, man. Yeah. You betcha.
Oh, good. No, he definitely would not turn the kid. She wouldn't bust the kid. No.
She would not.
No,
She would not tell the friends.
never.
Okay,
No,
here she
no.
comes. Dolly, would you tell this girl's parents? Yes or no?
I'm not a snitch, no.
That's what he said. You're right.
Can I just say this? I would never hire. I would never hire her again. And you were good talking to.
Yes. I like the way you said it, though. I'm not on it. Thank you, Dolly, so much. What will Lynn say?
Well, kids, and one particularly a new one, so we are into babysitters again.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
And I think what would happen is that Lynn would talk a lot to this girl and try and find out why she's doing it and whether her parents know and so on. She definitely would not tell the child's parents, but I think she would try and talk her out of it or convert her.
Talk to the girl, but yeah, the parents are friends. I don't want to call your answer at all, but they are friends. They're not strangers to you.
Yeah, no, but still no.
She still would not. Here comes Lynn. Lynn, how do you feel about that? Would you tell, yes or no?
That's tricky. First of all, I don't think I'd hire a 14-year-old while I was away on vacation, but I'd be pretty shocked, and I would be pretty shocked if they were drinking alcohol too, and they were looking after my kids, and they were only 14. And I would like to think that somebody else would tell me if my 14-year-old were doing that while babysitting, and yes, I would tell them.
Okay, that's not what John said. But I'll tell you.
What did he
Yeah,
say?
What I
married
said
was snitching.
Explain that to her, John, how you felt about it.
Well, what I said, sweetheart,
Yes, Don.
what I said was I thought you would sit this person down and you would talk a lot and try and convert them and find out why they're doing it and get them to promise they'd never do it again.
No, that's what you'd do. You had to guess what I would do. I was going to go on to qualify by saying that you would sit them down and talk to them.
He would negotiate.
You wouldn't snitch, and I would snitch because I think I'd want to know if one of mine was.
You know, you've changed a lot since we last met.
See, that's what I told you. What?
Could this be at the beginning of the end?
No,
of 15
not
years?
really. No. But no trouble at all. Unless you miss the next one, then the red section will end it for you. Okay. What was that you were holding? I couldn't see it.
Just took off the wedding ring.
Oh, no.
First step.
No. Steve, what will Edie say? How does she feel?
Well,
about
I think Edie and I are a little bit from the old school, you know, when it comes to that kind of a subject. We're very square. We were invited to a pot party, and my wife brought along the Tupperware. You know, this is. I think that if a 14-year-old babysitter, if we got that babysitter smoking a joint, and they were friends of ours, I would think that if they were good enough friends, that we could discuss it with them. And I think I would tell them, because I think they should know what the children are doing and what they're involved in.
Right.
So I think yes. You mentioned it to my friends. These are
Now, wait,
friends.
remember, I'm asking Edie, do you think she'll feel the same?
I think she definitely will feel this.
Okay, let's bring her on. Here she comes. Edie,
Yes.
would you tell your friends about the 14-year-old babysitter?
This is a dilemma, this question, really, because first of all, I would not want to be a snitch, nor would I want to be known as a snitch. On the other hand, if the parents were really close friends of mine, I'd have to think, well, is this going to upset these people to the point where they will no longer be friendly with me? On the other hand, I have had problems with babysitters, and you have a small baby or a child to think about, and you would not want somebody that's incapable of taking care of your child in your home. And I feel that somebody, especially a 14-year-old, is not an adult, cannot handle the ramifications of smoking pot.
Is it a yes or a no?
As much as I would hate to snitch, considering that the child is 14, plus that she was babysitting, or he was babysitting for my
You're a
child,
little late, Edie. Yeah.
and the parents were very close friends of mine, unfortunately, I would have to say yes, I would say.
That's what the man said. You're right. 50 and a half, and it is halftime. Gentlemen, will you kindly step to the rear? We shall bring the ladies. Come back with the second half of that. We have changed places, as you can no doubt tell, because I have a much lovelier looking panel out here. Sorry, guys. You look cute too, though. This question, once again, is worth $150, and it's for the fellas. You got to play catch up with Steve and Edie. They got most of the money. Men, in the middle of making love, which of you is more likely to start laughing? You or your wife? Goodbye, guys. I love to see their faces. You can't see them, but I see them.
You see that
It's absolutely perfect. Yes, they're gone now, however. Lynn,
Oh my goodness.
does that ever happen between you and John? I mean,
We laugh a lot, actually. I've always thought that it was one of God's greatest jokes that he invented. That was the way that we all did it. I think it's wonderful. I think it's so funny. You know, you see it on a movie, you know, and you laugh. It's funny. You know, sometimes I think of seeing myself, I think, how funny I must look. Or, he must look even funnier. But anyway, I also cry a lot. I'm a great crier. Oh my goodness, but I do laugh. Now, who would laugh first?
yes.
Oh my goodness.
Which of you is more likely to
More
start
likely
laughing?
to laugh
Well, it
first?
is
I think possibly. Oh dear, I'm bound to get this wrong. It's I don't. Let's say that he would
he would be most likely to start.
laughing
Yes, first.
I hope he says that.
There you
I hope he does.
Well, wait a minute. You know, it doesn't say start laughing first, but it really implies that. Which one of you is most likely to start laughing? So that means
Okay, I'll
first.
say him.
Okay, here he
Oh
comes.
dear. Please.
Which one of you, John? Which will it be?
Well, it depends which TV show we're watching. I think. However, you do say that one of us is going to do it. So assuming one of us is going to do it, oh boy. Okay, I'll say that I'm more.
That's the one. You redeemed yourself, sir. The next section is back in business. Thank you, John. You're the front runners, Edie, but they're closing in on you
I
now.
know.
Which one? You two are both so funny,
Well-
humorous, and sense of humor plays a big part in both your lives.
Absolutely. So much so that I never knew how I was going to tell my children about the birds and bees because it has always been such a funny thing to me. I mean, I can't tell you. I think it's very exciting, but I think that sex is also terribly amusing.
Yeah.
Also, Steve is so funny anyway,
Yes.
and I have to tell you, we laugh a lot more than anything else. Which I think is why we've been married 24 years.
Yes, probably.
A lot of laughing going on. I'll say, only since it's 50-50, I'm going to take a chance and say it's me.
Okay.
I laugh at him
You're most like I love when you laugh. Here he comes.
because I laugh.
Steve, which one of you is more likely to start laughing?
I think that between the two of us, I think Edie is the most serious of the two. I have always thought that the naked body, I've always found it very amusing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, aside from being lovely to look at, there are certain things that just make me laugh, and the naked body is one of them. I think that I probably would wind up laughing or amused by it before he.
You're
Oh,
wrong.
that's not what you said. Did you get that early buzz in there? I thought.
Well, I mean, Edie always laughs at everything I do,
Yeah.
which is one of the reasons we only have 2 children.
I'm sorry, Steve. I think we felt that we had the correct answer from you in the beginning there.
What was the
Right.
answer?
The answer was that Edie does first, and he said that.
No, he said.
it-
I think what he said was
What
that
did he say?
what he said
I would laugh.
that you would laugh first,
Yes.
and Edie said she would laugh first. You still
Well, he who laughs last.
sometimes laughs all. Here we go, Dolly. Anyway, you're wrong, Dolly. What's the answer?
Well, this is going to be, I think, easy. Of course, we don't know how Tricky's going to answer this, but he finds no humor at all in sex.
What does he find? Yes.
I got to tell you, I have found this out to my embarrassment because I've laughed and he has totally been turned off.
Oh.
And he said, "It's not funny, Dolly." I'm going to definitely say it's me.
Okay, you're the one. Here he comes. Dick, well, this is very important, this question right here for you. What do you think?
I would say definitely Dolly.
That's the one. You're right. Dick and Dolly right. Dick and Dolly right. They split it in half. We'll come back in just a moment and split a last one for you. Yeah, it is worth $300. Don't go away.
On friend or foe. My internet, my rules. Introducing My Home from Verizon. Choose what goes into your internet plan and always know what you pay. The price is the price, guaranteed. Plans start at $35 a month. Only on Verizon.
One's worth $300, and we're real short on time, guys. Here it comes. It's for you. Did you give any Christmas presents to anyone that you do not like? Yes or no? Off you go. Good question. Your basic integrity question, I guess, but not really. What do you think John will say, Lynn?
No, I think he'll say no. I think he didn't. No.
No, the answer is no.
No, the answer is no.
Okay, here we go.
Only to those he loved.
John, did you give a Christmas present to anyone that you do not like?
Well, I have a lot of sentimental attachment to giving presents, and so I don't want to make a mockery of it, and I have to say no.
That's right. That's what. Okay. At the moment, you're in real good shape. Thank you, John. We come to you, Dolly. We're working away for Steve. We need you in the lead.
In the past, we have, yeah. Still. But we started a whole new thing, Christmas and everything. No, he says bah humbug.
Bah humbug. Right. I know, because I didn't get anything from you this year. Okay. He'll say no. Here he comes. Dick, what's the answer? Did you give a present?
Absolutely not.
That's right. So now we got this. This will decide the game because they're tied with you at the moment. If you get it, you win the game for the blue section. You need no pressure, of course, intended.
No.
The answer is no. You didn't.
No.
That's right. I didn't get one from you either. Okay, here comes Steve and Evie. I mean, Steve. Hello, Steve.
Yes.
Evie's already here. What is the answer? For the game, by the way, did you give a present to anyone that you did not like this Christmas?
Well, it's not a question of like or not like. There are some people that you don't like as well. I think that, yes.
No, that's not what the lady said. Dick and Dolly and Lynn and John split the money. Split the $300. The time is up and the banana section wins it. We'll come back in just a moment and dole out some more money. Don't go away. See you in a second. $100. Okay, thank you. Thank you all for watching this great conversation. So long. See you next time. Bye.
Meet Barney.
This is Johnny Olsen speaking for Tattletales. A Mark Woodson Bill Totman production. Program is everything remote. Welcome to the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Conley.
Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Very kind of you at home, too. Thank you for tuning us in. And thank you for showing up to be with us today in our studio. You look great. Nice, bright, shiny faces, all eagerly waiting to win money. And the reason I say that, of course, is because our studio audience is divided into three sections, as you can see. The red section, the yellow section, and the blue section. And today, they will be rooting for a celebrity couple. And every time those people back there win some money, you get it right here in our studio audience. And that's a pretty good bargain, I think, don't you? Okay, here are the people that win the money for you today. Winning money for the blue section, Mr. Dick Martin and his wife, Dolly Martin. Winning money for the yellow section, John Clark and his wife, Lynn Redgrave. And winning money for the red section, Mr. Steve Lawrence and his wife, Edie Gourmet. Stevie. Well, here we are again. Gee, Dick, you have such a tremendous array of clothing. I have never seen it.
I have 5 outfits, just so you'll notice a similarity when I come out.
Yeah, they're very similar.
When I like something, I just like to get a lot of it.
Yeah, how many of that outfit do you have here today?
5.
5 of those.
You'll see.
Yeah, it's really good to see you.
Dick and I have the same too.
You do. Sartorially splendiferous.
Indeed.
Here we are. The first question, ladies, it's for you. So listen carefully. It's worth $150 to your rooting sections. Ladies, you have fallen in love with an expensive painting by a famous artist. He says he will give you the painting if you will pose nude for his private collection. Okay?
His private what?
Collection. Yeah.
Who says?
What's that?
Who says that?
The artist said
Oh,
that.
the artist.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And you love the painting he has, and that's the exchange he has.
I don't understand.
Okay, I'll say it again.
Okay.
Well, I don't have to say
He
it
wants you
again.
to take
See,
your
we
clothes
have a
off,
copy
honey.
backstage for you to read, so you can read it. Will you do it, yes or no, is all we're looking for out here. Bye, ladies. Oh, we're off to the races already, aren't we, Dick? What do you think?
I think Dolly would get her gear off right away. Just,
Get her gear off, eh?
that's it. Whip it right off and just say, start painting. If that's what you do.
First, we didn't say this guy paints houses, you know.
Hey, Dick, you have any naked pictures of your wife?
No, you want some?
Damn, I can't do a straight line.
No, you can't. You're not supposed to say
I know
that.
it.
You just say no. He said I like
Of
that.
course.
You want to take that again?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay. You say that, definitely. She will do that.
I say Dolly would do it, yes.
Yeah.
She's a great art lover.
Yeah.
Art Harris, Art Ford.
I'd pay $1.25 too to see that painting. Let's bring her on, shall we? Hello. There, Dolly.
Hello.
What's your choice? Would you do that or not for that artist?
At my age now? Or when I was younger?
That's not. See what a good time you're going to have in this section?
No.
You wouldn't do it. He said.
Oh! Dick Martin. That was when I was 21. I was
When
a
I was
playmate when I was 21.
You look
You're
like-
older than 21?
Gee, she fooled me.
I'm sorry about
He
that.
told me when she was 12.
Yeah.
Say I could do it.
Well, sure.
Yes, I said you.
He said without any qualms, you just whipped the girl.
Oh, he's terrible.
Yeah.
He was going for the joke, America.
No, he wasn't. He thought
He
you
was
would.
going for the painting.
Yeah.
I got the right.
Going for broke now. As a matter of fact. John, what will Lynn say?
Now, who's the guy? Bob Guccione?
It's not on my card. I don't know who the guy. Let's say it ain't Rembrandt. Let's put it that way. But he obviously is a good painter because he loves. He's an artist.
Yeah.
And
Well, I tell you,
she's fallen in love with an expensive painting by this famous artist.
Yeah.
So it's a serious guy.
What? Yeah.
It's for his private collection.
Yeah, it's for his
We've
private
got
collection.
enough paint.
Well, I tell you, I have a lot of difficulty getting her clothes on.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear that.
Want to try Dolly?
Dolly said no. I don't know why you're being so
And I
free.
mean no.
I didn't.
I was going to say it's all that British reserve, but your wife is British too.
So, well, have the reserve as well.
You can ask for reserves.
So what I'm trying to say is, my wife, beautiful as I think she is, doesn't feel that way about her own body. And I just want you to say the opposite. Wow. Seemed like that all along.
But she'll say, you say that she'll say
I
no.
think she'd say no.
Okay, here she comes. Then what would you do? You love that painting
Yes.
this fellow has. You really would like to have it. Now, you know what he's asking in return.
But you know, the key to this entire thing is the fact that it's his private collection. Now,
Uh-huh.
does that imply that my body is not good enough for the public collection? I have to say that he's absolutely right. It is not good enough for the public collection. And I can't bear all that scrutiny. You know, it's just not, staring and little brush marks. Oh, no, I couldn't do it.
The answer is no. That's I love the reasoning, no matter how well you think people are going to answer. She says, why? I'm not good enough for the public, so... That's wonderful. Thanks, Lynn. What will Edie say, Steve?
Well, I would like to see her do it because I haven't seen my wife without her clothes in. And she is an art fancier.
Yes.
And it depends, I guess, on how much you would love to have that painting.
Yes, that's
But I'm answering, you're asking me what Edie would say to the audience.
correct.
And we're talking about an artist of great renown.
Yes. So far, you've got all this
And
part
it's,
right.
and it's just his private collection.
That's what it says here.
It won't get out of his room.
I don't know where he's going to put it, but
On the ceiling.
Well, I think that I think Edie's a little shy about something like that. So I don't think she would. I mean, when you pose for a nude painting, you got to be there for a couple of weeks. If it was a Polaroid, I think she would. I mean, you could catch cold or whatever. But I think for a painting that required a lot of time,
Yes.
I don't think.
Okay, the answer is no.
Right, the answer is no.
Edie,
Yes.
what would you do?
What?
What would you would you pose nude for this famous artist?
Luckily, as it happens, most of the artists that I really, truly admire are already dead. So it's sort of between the naked and the dead. You know?
Oh, yes.
However, I am so modest that I take a bath with my clothes on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the answer to this question is definite no.
That's correct. That's what it says. You're right. You're right. Lynn and John are right. We split the first question in half. We shall return with question number 2. After this message on the way.
Sometimes the honesty.
It's for you. It's for the 150, as I said. The husband of your best friend is told that he will never be able to father a child. Somebody else actually went, oh. They both say they admire your husband and would like him to become the surrogate father of their child by artificial insemination. Would you let your husband do it? Yes or no?
Oh,
That's a good one.
our husbands?
Yes, your husband's. Would you let him be the father of this child by artificial insemination? Goodbye. We'll start with you, John.
Well, that question was cowardly. Because, well, why bother with the artificial insemination? I mean, more interesting.
I see. That's cowardly by your standards, maybe, but not by Lynn's. Perhaps.
Well, I mean, you made it so easy for me. You wouldn't bother her a bit. We just have another little clock running, or half a clock running around.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think she'd say,
Lewis and Clark. Well, why would you?
what happened to them?
Yeah. The question is, would it bother Lynn?
No.
It wouldn't at all.
Not at all.
She has no hang-ups about that at all?
No, not if it's artificial insemination.
Has this ever come up with you before?
I beg your pardon.
Here we go. Bring it on, Lynn. Here comes Lynn now.
You're all giggling. Why are you
Well,
giggling?
because we're having a good time.
Okay.
Why don't you try this?
Yes.
What,
What's the story?
well, the question, of course, is, would you go for that? Yes or no?
Well, the thing is this. Now, John makes fantastic babies. There's no question about it.
Uh-huh.
We've got 3. We've got Benjamin, Kelly, and Annabelle, and they are beautiful, gorgeous kids.
Yes.
And I suppose if it's artificial insemination, he doesn't have to, do it like with my best friends. No, my best friend. No, that's all right. But I think, to be serious, the long-range thing of this, it would be his kid, wouldn't it? So that would be a little complicated. I think it would be better if it was somebody you didn't know. So the answer is, I'd advise him not to do it.
That's not what he said. And he said absolutely no problem. Because, well, you tell her what you said, John.
She said, Tony, I said, as long as I didn't have to do it, you would have to do it at some point.
Now, wait a minute.
I think. Okay. I guess I talked to the painter from that first question.
Sorry about that. No, he didn't think you'd have any problem with that at all, but you
No,
would.
I don't have a moral thing. I just think he might like the kid when it got bigger and want it for his own.
Yes, that's true.
We'd work it out.
Yeah.
Would we?
Well, sure. Artificially, somehow.
Oh, all right.
Steve, what would you say?
I think that assuming that your best friend is, let's say, in New York, and I'm in California, which would make me the West Coast distributor. I think that Edie just might buy it. You know, it's a long distance. It's not a personal thing, especially if there was a payment involved.
Yeah. No, nobody said that.
No money. No money changes hands.
No money on my card here. No.
No money on your card.
No,
Eh?
no money.
So nothing greases the palm, as they say. I think for fun, Edie might say yes.
Okay, for fun.
Just for fun. Just I mean, it's not going to become a business.
No, I don't think so. Not according to my card.
No.
It's not.
Here she comes to be in that business. Here's my card. I mean, that's going to be a funny card.
Here she comes. Hold on. Edie,
Yes.
what do you think? Would you let your husband do that?
No.
That's not what he said. Sorry about the. Wait till you hear what he said. Never mind.
Wait till you hear what I'm going to say.
Okay, nobody got it right so far. Look at this.
Oh.
Get the whole thing here. What do you think Dolly would say about this?
Now, I'm the one that has the affair with the bottle.
Yeah. I don't think that's what they mean by bottle baby. No.
I think definitely no. Dolly would say no.
No, see
No,
what
she doesn't want me eating with a bottle.
Yeah. No, fooling around.
No,
Even indirectly. Huh?
No. Oh, I don't think she'd allow me.
Here she comes. Dolly, what do you think? Would you let Dick go for that?
Let me just tell you this. This man has had a vasectomy.
It shouldn't affect my hearing.
Well, then the suspense is kind of over right there, guys.
And I wanted artificial insemination, and he wouldn't let me. So if he says, I said, a minute.
Don't worry, it's an ugly bottle.
I would not allow it in any form.
That's what the man said. And you were right. You get the whole $150 for the first second and it's half that guy. You a step to the rear. Hold the back. At the moment with the second half of that. Don't go away. You don't want to miss this, do you?
Imagine the power to stop time. No.
Gentlemen in the back, guys, you got to play catch up to Dolly and Dick. They have the most money. This one is worth $150 as well, and it's for the guys. Man, somebody gives you a handgun and a supply of ammunition to keep in the house for your protection. Would you keep the gun or get rid of it? Well, we come from the sublime and ridiculous to this one, which is kind of tough. Go away, guys, and think about it, and we'll start with Edie.
Well, Steve he's not very into guns. However, if somebody gave him a gun, would he keep it?
Mhm.
I think he would take the bullets out and keep the gun.
Well, but the question is, I guess that's okay. We say ammunition too. So the question is, really, would he keep the gun in the house? And you say yes, he
Yes.
would. Okay, the answer is yes.
I don't think he'd like to.
No, it's okay. Wait, don't bring him on yet. You had to add something?
Huh?
You wanted to add something?
No, I didn't think you were finished with that.
Oh.
But it's okay. And I've never done this game before.
I know. And you're
I'm
doing
trying to
very
really
well.
be honest
No,
about
you're doing
things
so
here.
well.
So
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
said was he would.
Now, he would keep the gun in the house. The answer is yes.
Leave the bullets out.
Yeah, and take the bullet. But we're not going to ask him. Never mind. Bring him on. Steve.
Yes.
What would you do now? This friend of you has given this gun to you with ammunition for you to keep in the house for your protection. Would you keep the gun? Yes or no?
Well, just to keep it in my house for protection,
Mm-hmm.
I would keep it.
That's what you said.
I think I would have great difficulty ever using something like that.
Yeah.
But I think I would keep it.
Okay, you were right. Absolutely right. And we'll come down to Dick and Dolly.
Not only would Dick keep it,
Yes.
but he'd use it.
Uh-huh.
I better not be fooling around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Use
sure.
it. Absolutely. The answer is
Free
yes.
anyway, isn't it?
Won't take yes for an answer, will I? Here he comes. Dick. Would you keep it or would you get rid of it?
It's oddly enough this actually happened, and I did keep it.
That's what the lady said you would do. Everybody seems to agree on that one. Lynn, what will John say?
Well, this ought to be easy, unless he's dreaming back there. We've discussed this many times. We're both very against keeping guns in the house when you have children or whether you don't. A lot of terrible accidents happen. There's no way that he would keep that gun.
The answer is no. Here he comes. John, how do you feel about that? Would you keep it or get rid of it?
Well, I don't have any difficulty with this one. If I wanted one, I would have one, but I don't, and they scare the hell out of me. I wouldn't have it at all.
That's what the lady said. That was easy for you. That could have been tough. We'll split that one three ways, and we'll come back in just a moment with the last question worth $300, and that will decide $300, and as we always say, anyone can win. It's true. Lynn and John and Steve and Edie are tied with $125, and Dick and Dolly are in the lead with 200. This one's worth 3. It's for you guys. Listen up. Man, if a good friend of yours described you as somebody being a little weird, would you take it as an insult or a compliment? Okay. Hey, got that? Off you go. Somebody described you as being a little weird. Yeah, a good friend. A good friend. That's right. A good friend of yours, or your wife, Dolly says.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the way. Then we'll start with you, Lynn. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, if it was a good friend, I think he'd think it was a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's sort of like interesting, you know.
Yeah.
Which he is.
He's a little weird.
No, I don't think he's weird myself. I think he's interesting, and I think that would. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to.
You'll translate that to being interesting.
I think I'm going to say that he'd like it.
Okay.
It's
all right.
Compliment.
Here he
Is that
comes.
what I said?
Sure, that's what you said. John, how would you translate that? Would you think that's a good friend, by the way? Described you as being a little weird. Would you take it as an insult?
Well, it's one of those things like, it's not what you say, but how you. If the guy says, hey, you're a little weird, I wouldn't mind that, but if he said, you're a little weird, I would hate that. You know, but since I'm not allowed two answers, I think everybody should be a little weird. So I would take it as a compliment.
All right. How about that? Thank you, John. I'm a little surprised. What will Steve say, Edie?
I don't know. Steve's got a wonderful sense of humor, and people have often said, "Gosh, you're funny," or "You're, something like this. Funny, not funny, peculiar, but funny, haha."
Uh-huh.
However, if somebody said you're weird, I don't know. Oh, I hate these. It's a good friend. Well, then a good friend should never say that. I would take it as I think he would take it as an insult.
Okay, that's the answer. Then here he comes. Steve, how would you feel about that? Would you take a little weird as being an insult or a compliment
From a good friend?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds weird coming from a good friend.
That's true.
I think that from a good friend, if he described it, that would be a little insulting to.
That's right. That's what the lady said. You're right. All right, now it gets interesting. Here we go. Dick and Dolly. Dolly, this will be for the show.
Dick is definitely weird, and he would be lying if he didn't say that. I often say he is, and he often says I am. So it's in the family. Yes.
Yes, he would think it was a compliment.
Compliment.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, here it is. Dick, this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. This will decide the show, sir. Would you take it as an insult or a compliment?
I don't recall ever being described as anything else but a little weird. I take it as a compliment.
Got it, that's right. Everybody gets $300. It's split by 3, however, time. And Dick and Dolly have won it for the blue section. Welcome back to just a moment and give the blue section all their money. Walk away.
Connect and collect with Game Show.
Dolly with $300. We had 1,000. Their rooting section will divide $1,300. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Bert Coffee saying so long. See you next time. Bye-bye. And this is the Cash Awards.
This was the original version.
This program has been edited for broadcast.